it's just Megan updating you guys on my recent travels. I just got back from LA and got a lot to talk about, a lot to share, and learned some new things, which is always a good thing. So I can tell you a little bit about 2 weeks ago. I was working downtown with Fotolia. I know I did a written up blog post, but it's always fun to have more of a conversation than read. So I was working with Fotolia, and I was assigned the task of making a social media marketing plan for them, and it was a lot of fun. I really liked working there. It's a much more kind of self-directed atmosphere. You know, they give you the work and say, okay, you know what, go do your thing, be creative, ask questions if you need it, and get the work done. So it's like, oh, okay, like that's good. It was really fun, and it made the days go by really fast too. I mean, like day one, you know, you're sitting there and you're getting all the information about the company and what they do and how they operate, kind of thing. And then day two, it's like, okay, you take all that information, you kind of make a plan. Okay, what am I going to be doing over the next few days, and how am I going to make this work? And then day three, I kind of hit a bit of a bump where I just felt so overwhelmed because I was already at day three, and I hadn't even finished the plan yet. I was kind of just at the beginning rough outline of it. And so I felt really overwhelmed. And I got some lovely posts and messages from friends and family, and I appreciate that so much. So thank you for that. Kind of got back on my feet and was like, okay, let's do this again. So finished the plan on day 4, had it reviewed a few times, made some changes, got some new direction, and then was able to finish it by day 5, which was awesome. And it's great because the company is letting me keep it too, so that I can use it as a portfolio piece, which is great, you know, that I can, you know, say that I've done that and have the work to show for it too. I really liked working there for multiple reasons. And I was saying it was a really like a team player atmosphere, but one of my coworkers of the week, her name was Karen. She was the graphic designer there, and so she would be working on stuff, and she'd come over and show it to you and be like, hey, like, this is what I'm working on, what do you guys think? And you know, even though I'm only there for a couple of days, she was like, oh yeah, like, you know, Megan, have at her, I'd love to have your feedback and comments, and if I had any questions about what I was working on, you know, they would sit there and they'd be like, oh, okay, here, let's talk about it. And it was very conversational, and I found that I learned a lot, not only about the company that way, but about the work that I was doing too, which was, it was a lot of fun. So for those who don't know, Fotolia is a stock photography company. It's the largest in Europe and one of the top companies here in North America too. It's been around for a few years, and I got to actually fly with them to LA, and we were working at the Adobe MAX conference, which I left on Sunday and just got back. So Adobe, oh my gosh, that was an amazing experience. I can't even believe it. The tech industry is definitely one of the fastest, most crazy innovative industries, I think, that you could be in. I mean, you know, you're sitting there and they talked about the new Photoshop. It's all going to be touch activated, so you can do it with your fingertips on your iPad and your touch screens. And they're working on developing a new pen and new programs and apps, and you know, like they're finishing something, but they're already working on the next thing and how they can make it better. I thought that was really neat. At the conference every day, so kind of how the week worked is, you know, you'd wake up super early in the morning, you'd get down to the conference, and they had a keynote speaker, and then you would actually be working on the floor, and it was crazy. Like they had some of the keynote speakers. They had a leading guy from Vanity Fair. He came on and got to show you how some of the software for Adobe works, which was really rad. And they had this other guy. His name is Chase Jarvis. He's super cool. He's a photographer, and he came in and showed us again a bit how to use the different programs that they had there. And I got to meet him afterwards. I saw him standing on the side, and I was kind of like, you know what, I should just go talk to him. So I did, and he actually, one of the campaigns that he got to work on, he did the Lady Gaga Polaroid campaign. So pretty cool stuff. Yeah, anyway, I was working at the conference with Fotolia, and we were talking about a new plugin within the Creative Suite that allows you to upload stock photography directly into the Creative Suite program within Adobe. And so got a funky t-shirt, got some pins, and I got to work on my sale pitch about the product that we were pitching. And I learned about how difficult it can be to pitch. And I mean, I've done a lot of presentations, and I'm pretty confident in speaking, but to pitch something that one I'm new to. I mean, I hadn't used the program or anything like that, but you know, I had to learn how to use it and how it works so that I could convince people that it was, you know, one, a really good product, which it is, and two, that I knew my stuff, and if anyone had any questions that they could ask me. So the first few days were really challenging because, you know, like I'm still trying to learn and make sure I'm not stumbling on my feet. But by the end of the week, I not only gained the confidence, but people who asked me questions, like they knew that they could talk to me and that they could trust me, it was a really good feeling. So the whole conference was in the convention center right in the same area as the Staples Center, which was really cool because I love basketball and I felt pretty cool to be there. And you know, you walk in and there's all these different booths and stuff like that of tech world and things that are going on, and Adobe had like this really cool area that they had all their stuff that you could try and play with, and got to meet all of the people within Adobe, which was really cool. Some of the things that I found within kind of that atmosphere is, you know, you meet people where you're trying to talk with them and engage with them in, you know, what they do and how they work kind of thing. And some people, they just didn't really want to talk to you because they just really believe that you didn't understand what they were talking about, which was kind of sad because I really wanted to learn more and get to know more about kind of the industry as a whole. But then you have, you know, other people that come up and just start, you know, sharing with you, like, average Joes, this is what I've done. Two of like the craziest things. So I'm standing there working, and all of a sudden this guy comes over, super casual, and he's talking with us, and see on his tag that he worked for Google. And so, you know, you ask him, oh, well, what do you do? Turns out he was the dude who created the Google Plus Help app, and he's just going around because he's stoked on technology, what's going on, and wants to learn more. And it's just like, holy, like, that's so crazy. Things that I kind of learned throughout the week. Well, I can definitely say, like, I had really early mornings and really late evenings. You know, you wake up 7:30ish, you get down to the trade show, you're working all day, you're on your feet, talking to people, good attitude, even if you're tired. And then at the end of it, we had business meetings every night that we were there. And you know, it's crazy how important these business meetings really are. Not in the sense of just discussing business, but in the sense of maintaining relationships, which is something that I learned is invaluable within business. So we got to meet actually some of the software designers for the plugin app, which was really neat. Things were kind of awkward and tense at first, but you know what, you get started talking about yourselves and stuff like that, and you get to know people, and you get to relate with them in different ways and hear about them, which is awesome. And I really enjoyed that. Another cool thing was, I mean, some of the other people that we got to meet. We got to meet Ryan Bourne for Audio Micro, really cool company, you should check it out. Got to meet and chat with him, really cool dude. And we got to meet with Deviant Art as well, and they're down in LA. Really, really cool site, you should definitely check them out also. So yeah, like just maintaining and understanding and being able to read and relate with people. You know, it's funny because I thought networking was so important, but if you can't maintain the relationships that you have, you're kind of stuck in a hole. So yeah, I had a really good trip, really excited about it. I learned so much, and even just being able to be in that type of an atmosphere. So I'm here for a day, celebrate Thanksgiving with my family in Calgary, and then I am off to Toronto on Sunday. For 2 weeks, I'm going to be working with BBDO on the Doritos marketing campaign. So super cool stuff. I'm really excited. You have to stay with your ears tuned and eyes opened. Be posting some more updates soon. So thank you again for watching and listening. I appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you soon.